At a recent press conference, Mayor Daley called on the Illinois General Assembly to give Chicago homeowners much needed property tax relief by passing legislation this session making permanent the $20,000 homestead exemption that was contained in the now expired 7% cap program. Here are highlights from that press conference.
We think about the American dream. The American dream is, of course, own your own home. And that is the American dream. I don't care who you are. But this legislation not only helps homeowners, but also thinks of those who rent. 2 flats and 3 flats in many of our communities or large apartment buildings in the corners. So when you think of what property taxes can do, and in Illinois it's unfair because all your property taxes, 70% go to local schools. So in the last many years, we've increased property taxes to help truly the local schools. That has been the reason, because the state has failed to do that. And now, like anything else, we're in a dilemma, because you see with the American dream, the bubble has blown. People are losing their home continually. Working families, poor families, renters are being displaced. Property owners are walking away from their homes. It's huge foreclosure, and not just in Chicago, in the metropolitan area, in this country, because no one knows what the value is. And that is the problem that we have today. And what we're asking for, again, is reasonable legislation in Springfield to pass property tax relief. Because property tax relief goes to every American homeowner. The dream of every American family is to own your own home. And if you live in your home long enough, then sometimes it becomes a disadvantage. You retired, you're a senior citizen, and all of a sudden, everything changes. And so, like anything else, we believe that time is running short, and we think that unless the exemption is restored, it is likely that property tax bills will go up. And so, without the exemption, the tax bill will go out later this year, could go as much as $600 in Chicago, increase next year in suburban Cook County drastically. The tax relief that totaled millions of dollars for hundreds of thousands of homeowners, both in the city and suburban area, will be lost unless the legislature acts. More than 180,000 Chicago homeowners from every part of the city will be affected. So we introduced legislation to make permanent the alternative homestead exemption at $20,000. And it's simple as that. And we're not getting into personalities. We're not getting into what happened in the past. We believe, because the financial crisis, not only in this country, but in Illinois, it is necessary to pass this legislation. If you really believe that homeowners and families should stay in their homes, it's simple as that. It crosses partisan lines, Democrats and Republicans. Home foreclosures is taking place in the suburban and Collier County at drastic rates as well. We see that. And so what we're really asking for is the city of Chicago and all of us is to deal with this property tax relief bill as quickly as possible. We believe you can't kick the can. We want to remind all the property owners who believe their assessment is too high is to call 311, and the Board of Review has been very willing to listen to you, help us tremendously in regards to their appeals, which is really important. We want to remind everyone that in order to be eligible to take advantage of our property tax relief program, which runs until March 31st, we ask everyone to do that. Meyer Blank is in here. We received more than 20,000 applications. We have more than 5,000 already have received debt cards totaling more than $600,000 in tax relief. They're very happy to receive that $200 as maximum. So we know that it is very important this time for the economic health of their families and the property values and people working, because no one wants to see an abandoned building on their block. It's simple as that. When someone leaves, then that's a bad sign. And people worked all their life to own these homes. They go to their churches, they go to their schools, they go to their parks. And these are good homes. They're 2 flats, they're single-family homes, they're brick homes, many of them are, and they're well taken care of. And so that's why this legislation is very important, because of the financial and economic crisis that we see in the state of Illinois. Thank you.